In this video, we're going to be comparing the Q7 and Q8F series from Samsung. These are two of their new entry-level QLED models for 2025, and at first glance, they can be hard to tell apart, but we're going to be going over the differences to help you make a better decision on which one is right for your home theater, so stick around. To start, they do share several features. Each one gets Samsung's Q4 AI picture processor, they both support HDR10+, and they both run on the Tizen Smart TV platform. You also get object tracking sound light, Q Symphony support, a slim bezel design, and solid gaming features like auto low latency mode, super ultra wide game view for PC gaming, and access to Samsung's Game Hub for cloud-based gaming. But once you dig a little deeper, you will start to notice a few key areas where the Q8F clearly starts to move ahead, and they're especially important if you're into movies, gaming, sports, or just want the best possible picture quality you can get without moving up into that Neo QLED level pricing. Let's start with a few minor differences. First is far-field voice interaction. The Q8F has it, the 7 doesn't. But they do both have microphones built into their remotes, so you can still use your voice to interact with either model. You just don't have to press a button to make it work with the 8. Second is Live Translate, which can translate languages in real time on certain broadcast programs. And third, the 8 has the Daily Board feature that basically turns your TV into an informational display when you're not using it. None of these impact the picture at all, but they are worth mentioning since only the 8 has them. The biggest difference between these two models is the improvement to the picture. The Q7F has a direct lit panel, but no local dimming. That not only means the cabinet's deeper, but the contrast isn't as good. The Q8F, on the other hand, uses dual LED backlighting that gives you better color accuracy, better contrast, meaning brighter whites, deeper blacks, better overall brightness, and better color saturation. A couple other improvements it gets are auto HDR remastering, which helps make SDR content look better by improving the highlights, and AI mode that lets the TV intelligently adjust the picture and sound settings automatically. The 8 also gets Samsung's more advanced real depth enhancer technology, which helps add, you guessed it, more depth to the image. To be fair, this particular feature doesn't make a huge difference, but it is an added benefit you get with the 8. Finally, you've got the motion handling. The Q7F has a 60 Hz panel, which is going to be perfectly fine for casual viewers who are maybe just using their TV to watch the news, a sitcom, or an occasional movie, but the Q8F gets a 120 Hz panel that gives you smoother action, less blur, and just a more responsive feel during fast-paced action. So if you watch a lot of sports or you're a big gamer, that's definitely a worthwhile upgrade. And speaking of gaming, serious gamers are also going to want to take a closer look at the Q8F. Like I mentioned earlier, both TVs share a handful of gaming features, but the Q8F takes it a step farther with the addition of variable refresh rates and FreeSync Premium support. So you get an even smoother picture while you're gaming. The 8F also has a dynamic black EQ adjustment to help you see what's hiding in the shadows better. Plus, you get 4 HDMI inputs instead of 3, and they're all 2.1, so they support 4K 120 Hz gaming, or even up to 144 Hz if you're gaming on a compatible PC. Now, a question we get a lot regarding these TVs is about color fade when you're sitting off to the sides. The color and contrast on the Q7F is going to fade faster as you move off center, but the Q8F gets Samsung's wide viewing angle technology, which does a better job maintaining the quality further off center. So if you're someone who hosts a lot of movie nights or watches big games with a group of friends, the side seats are going to have a clearer, more consistent picture with the 8. As far as glare goes, both handle reflections decently. Here's a quick test with one of our studio lights. You'll see they're about the same, but the Q8F's higher brightness does help combat ambient light in the room a little bit better. There are also some differences when it comes to audio. Each one uses a 2-channel 20-watt speaker system, which is okay, but you'll still want a soundbar for the best experience with either one. The Q8F, however, adds adaptive sound, which will automatically optimize the audio to your room, active voice amplifier to make dialogue clearer, and 360 audio, which works with headphones like the Galaxy Buds for a more immersive headphone experience. And lastly, if you're currently using an optical connection to your existing soundbar, the Q8F is the only one of these two that has an optical port. The Q7 is going to require you to use an HDMI or Bluetooth if you want to hook up to external audio. So, which is the right one for you? If you mostly watch the news, TV shows, occasional movies, or you're a casual gamer, the Q7F gives you that typical QLED picture with good color quality and a variety of smart features at the lower price. But if you watch a lot of movies, you love sports, you want smoother motion, deeper contrast, and better gaming performance, the Q8F is absolutely worth the upgrade, even with the bump in price. If you want to learn more about either of these models, you can check them both out on our website, abt.com. I'll put links down in the description. If you're still unsure which way to go, feel free to leave your questions down in the comments or contact our TV experts right here at Abt. We're always happy to help. If you found this video helpful, make sure you give it a like, hit subscribe, and stay tuned for more TV reviews and comparisons right here at Abt.